That vintage Morgan dollar is back, but tonight it's not just a vintage Morgan. It is the first year of issue. It is that beautiful Carson City Mint, and tonight it's the lowest price we've been in years. Sometimes it's lucky to find these deals or have these deals surface, and this is one of those deals here tonight. So again, look at that price first. This is the first year of issue, 1878 Carson City. Our normal price of $299 is $100 less than anybody out there. Tonight we lowered it $50 more as part of the special. Again, when we buy a deal, our intention is to turn it over. And to turn it over, we got to price it right to make sure it moves and everything turns for all of us. You win, we win, we're all happy. Especially when we can talk about the keys to any series. Now, let's talk about firsts first. Firsts are always remembered, right? We all remember the flight across the Atlantic by Lindbergh, right? We don't remember who number 2 was. Probably just as hard. The Super Bowl. Who doesn't love the Super Bowl? The largest viewed sporting event every year without fail. And we're all hoping our team gets there, whatever our team is, right? But whether it's your team or somebody else's team, we all remember number 1. That was the Green Bay Packers going back to Vince Lombardi and the formation in the late 1960s, right? We remember firsts. We remember firsts. It's no different in collecting. We remember firsts. First year of issue. When did something get first introduced? When did they make their first coin? And when you break that out and one step further into collectibles in general, it's like, well, rookie cards are what? First year of issues. Comic book, first editions. Have you seen some of the prices on those in the last 5 years? Yeah, I think all of us could have retired a long time ago, beyond our original retirement date, if we would have just put a few of those aside. Gorgeous. But firsts are always special, first editions. So we're talking about the Morgan Dollar series. The Morgan, the fabled silver dollar from the Wild West, came out of the largest silver find ever in America. Great storyline to read. So we all remember gold in 1849 in California, right? And then shortly thereafter, silver is discovered in the upper Northwest. The Comstock lode, the largest silver find in America still to this day. The silver interests out west petitioned the U.S. to say, hey, we haven't had a consistent silver dollar in our history. We're almost 100 years old, in essence, right? The mint's been out there since 1793, and we don't have a consistent silver dollar. Many, many gaps, many years we just don't put one out there because we can't find enough silver. It was legal in this country to use the English silver coinage system and the real, the Spanish system, up until 1857. That's when we outlawed the use or no longer used it as commerce in the banking system. And it was because finally we had enough silver in this country. So it took a while, but they finally got the people in Congress to agree to make a new silver dollar. The Morgan dollar. Morgan is George T. Morgan, the designer of this coin. So over time, it just got nicknamed the Morgan dollar by the designer. First year of issue, 1878. We're all in long lines. Now we're not. So at that time in history, think about it. What was going on in 1878, right? That was early on our westward expansion. Early on. We have Philadelphia making coins on the East Coast, right? The P Mint. We have San Francisco making coins on the West Coast, S Mint. And then we find all this silver, and where do we put a mint? Like right on top of it, Carson City, Nevada. This small little town, but right on the travel spots of that time in history. Again, wagon trains, right? And the concept of getting locomotives through certain parts of the Rockies, right? Making travel more convenient and easy. So we decided to put one in Carson City, CC. First year of issue, 9.774, San Francisco. Next is Philadelphia, 9.759, so 9,700,000, 9,700,000, a little less. And then there's this one, Carson City 2.1, 2.2, right? Significantly less. Right there, you're seeing above the D and the O and dollar, that gorgeous CC mint mark. That's what it's all about. Now, you'll also notice all of our coins have the same look and feel, homogeneous look and feel, obverse and reverse. That, if you've ever been to coin shows or been out there, that's the challenge. The last show we came back from, I looked at personally, that's not counting Allison and Grant, 50, 60 Carson City dollars. I think I worked with 5 or 6 of them. You look at the front and it's gorgeous. You turn it over and it's just ugly. There's bad spots. There's a rim ding. It doesn't look the cause. That's because most of these coins were in circulation. We spend a lot of time and effort making sure our circulated coins are premium, like the ones you're seeing on your screen. Something you'd be proud of having in your collection. The numbers, wow, as I referenced, at $2.99. Our regular price. We are over $100 less than our competition. The closest was $3.99, but most of them were in the mid-4s. Well, tonight we lowered it $50 to $249.95, are the greatest price in years and years for this beautiful silver dollar. Outright special. And tonight, yeah, it's all about the coin always, right? But sometimes it's now time for the price. So if you've been waiting to get a Carson City, and I appreciate that you do, I can't tell you the last time I've seen a Carson City dollar vintage coin under $200. Right? They just don't exist out there. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. Now, something else to consider, just for thinking out loud. In 2021, the U.S. Mint introduces a 100th anniversary of the last Morgan. And they surprised us by making all 5 mint marks, right? The very first mint mark to be released was the Carson City on May 24th. They made 175,000 of them, and it sold out instantly. Now, all the other 4 Morgans, making up the 5 branches that struck this coin over its history, were the same mintage. But why does Carson City sell for double that of everything else? Because we always love that fabled Wild West mint. So you can buy that 2021 Carson City, the first Carson City mint mark since the mint closed in 1893. And you're going to be paying $150 more than the coin you're looking at right now. And that's our prices. So when we can find these deals on these vintage coins, they look this gorgeous and the prices make us lick our chops. Well, that's what we got going on tonight. So tonight only, $249.95. It's special.